Well, tonight we bring you the story of a really busy realtor on the north side. She lives in Fishers, and you know, after talking with Jane Ann, I realized right away that she is this kind of take charge kind of lady. So when she suspected, that there might be something wrong with her breast, she went to the doctor right away, and doing that just might have saved her life. Jane Ann walks up to 3.5 miles a day with her husband Keith, and she hopes with consistency soon they'll be back to the 4 to 6 miles they walked daily before she was diagnosed with cancer. She remembers getting the news.
Well, it was awful. I mean, I was in tears for weeks because what do you initially think about when you get a cancer diagnosis? That I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna survive.
But then she pivoted and embraced a positive attitude. When she lost her hair during chemotherapy, she ordered wigs. She even got one for Halloween.
This is just kind of a good cross section, but this is probably the most interesting one. And this is what I walk a lot in, is the ball cap. Here is my Halloween Cruella de Vil wig. Fun.
And to overcome isolation, because her immune system is weak now, she's hosting distance porch visits with friends.
The first time I came over, she modeled her wigs for us.
Yes.
And I had no idea.
We had a wig show. She kept coming out with all her different wigs and telling us how she made them.
The levity and camaraderie is welcome. And you know, it really is amazing to see the tiny specks, like grains of salt on her mammogram, that signaled a problem for Jane Ann.
We see a few little dots in here. One's really a little bit bigger, and then there are a few kind of stuck in here that are very small and kind of grouped together.
That led to a biopsy and more tests, and ultimately the discovery of a stage 1 invasive lobular carcinoma, an early stage 1 breast cancer.
Her prognosis is very good. Yeah, very good. And I think she will go on and do just fine after this.
Jane Ann now is gearing up for surgery and radiation, and she finds it ironic and interesting that she thought something was off on the left, but through screenings her cancer was found on the right.
If we find things when they're very small, we're able to do small surgeries and patients go on and do just fine afterwards. It's when we find things on physical exam, then they are larger and tend to be more advanced, and then the outcomes are not as good.
Jane Ann encourages all women to go get their annual mammogram, and she plans to pay forward what she's learned.
There have been women that have had breast cancer before me that have helped me through this and consoled me and gave me good advice, told me what to expect, and I want to pass that on and help women in the future to do the same thing. So that's going to be my new platform.
One step at a time. Now, Dr. Govert told me that a lot of women think they're not at risk, but 3 out of 4 women who are diagnosed with breast cancer don't have any family history or any of the high-risk factors. So just because you don't have a family member with breast cancer and you don't feel like you're at high risk for it doesn't mean that breast cancer won't be something that at some point in your lifetime you'll have to deal with. So let's beat it. Let's get it screened early. If cost or insurance happens to be a concern of yours, the good news is for Checkup 13 today, you can register for a discounted mammogram, $175 at all of these Ascension St. Vincent locations. To qualify for that, you must be 40 or older and have not had a mammogram in the last 12 months. If you want to register, you can do so by calling the hotline. The number is right there on your screen. That's open until 7 o'clock tonight. Or if you'd like to register online, you can do so at WTHR.com, and you can do that before midnight tonight. And thank you for making your health a priority.